Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Warriors.
Throwing on their first play. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Ready. 19, 6, go.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him one drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
The Texans first down.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right.
Second down carry for Achane. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Following the play, we do have an injured man in need of some assistance, and that's the burner, Devon Achane, who's in some pain. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Still sticking with the passing game. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Complete out to the right. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They are throwing it again. That one's complete over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he won't get back to the line, Bronk. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this.
On the ready.
Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. And it's the Browns with it inside the red zone.
70 Lions.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. got 6 in the end.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Shoves him off. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the band. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates noticed.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
18.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. Cuts it right side, and he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Young on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Warriors, 70.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Buying some time right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Stack. Go.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Browns 1st down.
Let's go now.
Sticking to the air here. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
36-yard line.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and the ball's out. He lost it. And the Texans have recovered it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, security.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
Get up. 19 tight. 19.
Now looking to throw. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Come on. Dragon 60.
They'll throw it here on first. Complete out to the right side. They stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Browns first down.
Tag. 70. Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the red zone on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. He brings it in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Let's go.
Throwing it again here. Dumped off to his running back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Okay, ready.
So 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
At the 8-yard line.
Working now from the gun. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone, and we take the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
You're good on the point after. And the Browns take a 4-point lead.
14, Texans 10.
On now is York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now begin this drive with Benson. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
All right. 1st down, Houston.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
As they pick up the 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Martinez. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, kid. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Young on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. They'll throw to start the drive. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Fits it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 from the 43.
Buffalo 18.
Looking in the air here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Cade York on for the Browns field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
York knocks it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Or in a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
Cade York to kick off for the Browns.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He'll throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Cade York to kick off for the Browns.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now an inside give to Benson. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be first down, Houston.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Now Martinez. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Well, if I know running backs, Kate, I think I do after all these years. This is not a want the next touch. This is a need, a demand for the next touch. Go get that fruit from that seed that you just planted at the 1.
Benson will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead right away in half number 2. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Young on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Good. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
Here we go. Shot. Let go.
Back to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
17.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Young on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Back to work they go after the interception. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. They're throwing it. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
18. Track.
I'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brian Branch has it. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Benson on 1st and 10. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think like that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate? Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now motion him out of the backfield. Stroud from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now trying to run for it with Benson. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. He's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Let's go.
Offensive line fast. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. He's got it on the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. This one's caught. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Running is Martinez. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Young on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns. And usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And they pick him off again! And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defense preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge, huge results for your team.
Throwing the out route complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Here's a give to Martinez. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Not on the same page with his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Young on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Dumps it off to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pass play coming here. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. Now they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Hold the ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. This is brought in by Coleman. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. Ready.
Sticking to the air here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
He's going to throw it again. Called in left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
70, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing it again here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But the heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Got it. Ready?
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
70, Timberwolves.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on fourth down, Brock, and keeps this drive moving. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60. Let go.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Escapes the pocket. Now he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the red zone on 1st. Pass it down close. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
18.
Now run with Martinez. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Back-to-back carries here. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Texans nearing their 9th win of the season. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. They give it to him again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Tony.
Here's Martinez from the pistol. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They're going to pass it here. He rolls to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw, third and long. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Browns have some new life in the fourth.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Trying to throw this from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 15.
Mustang 19.
29-yard line.
Back to throw now. Trying to push deep downfield. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knocked it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down.
Third down.
Warriors, 70. Come on.
Here he is to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up fourth and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Texans, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
So the Texans come away with a road win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.